mysteries. Bottlenose freaks, short beaks in the night. Humpback shadows, pygmies out of sight. All the dolphins, you know it's true. Rolling deep in the ocean blue. Stripes and spots, they rule the tide. Water dogs of the deep, they don't hide. In the river's grip, seas endless bounty. Ruling the waves, Dolphin illuminati. Praised by Romans, gods to the Greeks. Underwater rulers, the power peaks. In ocean depths, their counts to 6. Dolphins in the dark, never calling it quits. Striped and spotted in the sea's domain. Aquatic dogs in their own insane lane. Through rivers they ride, seas they roam. In the ocean depths, they make their home.
Well, I talk about insanity, which is what's going on in your mind, and outside, which is where you communicate with those outside. As you know, if you give too much of your insanity, they'll lock you up. Well, I tried giving as much as I could. They locked me up. They published it on paper.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracies, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, Jamaicans, it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
Big up your big fat Friday night and welcome back to another episode of the Secret Society of Good Guys. If you feel like being so kind, maybe you'll hit the like and subscribe and the thumbs up and the hearts and all that thing. It will be really appreciated by our algorithm. Hi, good guys. How are you?
Or fucking hell.
What up? Dude, I rolled this whole thing and I left it too loose at the end. Now I feel like it's weak. Anyways.
Oh, I hate that.
I'm like, what the hell? I didn't shove it.
It happens, but I hate that.
Anyways, it's not about me and my joint. How's your week going? How's your week?
Great.
How's your psyop going?
Good.
Which
My
one?
brain almost feels like it's like melting
What part?
with everything.
I know how many
All of
topics
it.
we were only on air, maybe like, or off air. We were only like together maybe 5 minutes before Thomas came in and the theme song, which I'm like, oh, Dolphin Illuminati's messed up. It keeps skipping. I'm like, that needs to get replaced. But I even lost my whole train. Oh yeah, I wrote down everything that we talked about before even we went on. I'm like, I want to talk about this on air. Wait, save that for on air. Usually we just forget and then we get off air and we're like, oh my gosh, we forgot to talk about the thing. So I did write them all down this time. So
Look at you being organized.
I'm
You
trying.
got like an
love
agenda
that.
tonight? What's going on?
It's Project Chaney. You may have heard of it. It's a side part of Project Monarch.
Yeah, it's part of the whole alignment of the 6 planets coming up tomorrow, you know?
Is that tomorrow?
So we got to be aligned. Yeah. And it's going to be an arc, which is very interesting. The lineup of the planets are going to be in an arc.
Is this where Mercury gets in Gatorade?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, Mercury and Gatorade has been lovely this week, I'll tell you. I knew the day it fucking happened. Got to work and it was like, 10 million things going wrong. And I was like, what the hell? Is Mercury in retrograde? Yep.
Y'all, how cute does Abbie look, by the way? She looks so cute.
She's a librarian.
Oh, thank you.
She's a cute little librarian tonight.
Layla's the only one without glasses tonight.
Should I put some
These are
on?
real too, y'all. I got some real glasses.
I mean, I don't have like those
Are you
glasses.
judging
but-
mine and Thomas's
Yeah, you
glasses
call
like
them
they're not
fake
real?
glasses? Do you think these aren't prescription?
Do you think we have deep fakes?
You think I'm
Yeah, I
just
was
wearing
totally talking
these
about you
just
guys.
'cause they make me look smart?
Man, no, that's why I wear them usually. But, now I'm going to embrace the role. Sexy librarian is my dream job.
What do you guys think about the eye conspiracy? Like some people are like, it's a myth that your eyes go wrong, like you can, or go bad. You can, they're a muscle you can strengthen like everything else.
I got kicked in the head by a horse when I was a kid, so this is
Are you
the
cross-eyed?
result of that.
That just totally reminds me of the whole, like, I
Can you
knew
tell?
it. Oh my God. You're like related to Uncle Eddie.
From getting
Gets
kicked by a horse?
goes cross-eyed, falls down a well. And
That's a nightmare.
oh, shit.
Sorry, that's a bad joke.
No, I think you totally can strengthen your eyes because I managed to go a long time without having to wear them. But I used to go out and sun gaze every morning when the sun came up, and I'm like missing the sunrise now.
I just got it. It took me a minute.
That's where I'm the worst. My new thing is if I make a post that I'm like, this will probably just make me laugh, I do the little drum gift. So I'm like, this is silly.
My autism is not letting me keep my glasses on.
Were you an avid horseback rider? Was it just something random that happened? Getting kicked by a horse?
I didn't really get kicked by a horse.
Oh, don't tell me.
He was
Wow,
just
bro.
LARPing the whole National Lampoons of it all.
Yeah,
Make a
because
good
in
lie.
Florida, it's
Fire, bro.
in Florida, that's not a weird thing.
It probably wouldn't be a weird thing here either.
No, I feel like I know people that have been kicked by a horse.
I do too. I know a girl with traumatic brain injury from just falling off a horse. I
My
don't even think she
sister
got kicked
recently
by
fell
one.
off a horse like
Sorry,
a
I'm
month
laughing
ago.
about that.
She's like,
Oh my
like,
gosh.
it fucking
I feel
hurt,
like I'd
bro.
rather fall off a horse than get kicked by a horse if you have to pick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Same.
Getting kicked by it
Yeah.
seems like the worst.
It's not on my
fist.
head.
Like a horse hoof seems like the worst fist.
You don't want me to kick you, Thomas? I got freaking horse legs.
Right? How they start off as like feathers.
Some people would pay good money for that.
Their hooves. Did you know
Okay.
that?
They start off
And
as
some money.
feathers.
Yeah,
kick
their
you.
hooves start off as like feathers, and then they harden up and become like solid. I was
Their
amazed when I
nails?
found. Yeah, I was amazed when I found this out. You'll see. I was amazed. I was on horse TikTok because I like when they like
Horse talk.
it's this ASMR thing. Yeah, where like they're the shoes of the horse and
Or
whatnot.
cleaning out their hooves.
Yeah, I
Is
love
what they're
that.
doing? Yeah.
Mhm.
Now I feel like I need a horse hoof pillow or something.
Oh my gosh.
Right? Was I lying?
It is so weird.
They're like feathers.
It is like feathers. I'm gonna
Hmm
pull it up.
Did they have wings? Look.
Pegasus.
That is a horse, baby horse, like when it's born.
Mm-hmm. It's so weird.
It is.
What the hell am I
It's so
looking
weird
at?
when I was no fucking way. Those are a brand new foot.
Like this is a close up of a single foot.
A hoof.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One solo hoof.
Like literally.
How did that happen? That's one hoof right there.
Calling donut. Calling donut.
I know. That is like an alert system. There, I'll put that up at the top.
That's the
Yeah,
bat
that is
signal.
so crazy to me. I've seen horses be born. If I would have looked down at their hoof, I would have just thought, oh my gosh, that horse is not going to be okay.
Right? Till you see it stand up. Because
I was
after they're
shocked.
born.
And I don't know how long it takes for them to like harden up and become solid.
I feel like I need a banner at the bottom to let everyone know what they're looking at as they tune in. If you missed the first part of the show, you can watch it at the end. Don't tell him. Don't tell him.
Why would it be
Just kidding.
feathers?
It was
though?
a horse
Isn't that
hoof.
weird? Like out of all things, feathers.
Well,
I
it
feel like
is
I've
very
heard-
Pegasus, like Abbie said.
I feel like I've heard the phrase horse feathers before.
I feel like I have too. Let's look it up.
What the hell is a horse feather?
Phrase horse feather.
My dad used to say horse shit a lot.
Horse feathers is an American slang term originating in the 1920s that means nonsense, rubbish, or balderdash.
I swear I heard you. I thought you were going to say like a black person. I was like, uh-oh.
Horse feathers.
Moon cricket, what's that?
That's going way
Horse
back.
feathers was a Mark Sprouse movie.
Hi. Sorry, you guys. I was all into the horse foot and I totally was neglecting the world's most dangerous chat.
Sounds familiar, but I'm not a Marxist, so I wouldn't know.
Watch us see horse line and horse feet.
Yeah, it's on the timeline. Horse feathers on the timeline.
That's it.
Well,
Horse
like Abbie
feathers.
said, like Pegasus. So then the Exxon Pegasus. Here, we'll do this. We're doing a full, we're going to pull it up and we're all going to stare at it together. Because I think horse feathers or this symbol are on your timeline this week. So maybe if you guys are on X, you can, if you do see it, you can tag us in it. And we'll know you're on the same timeline as us. The timeline
I don't know why
where
I'm thinking of
Hillary Clinton
Native
used to have one L in
Americans.
her name.
And their
What,
horses
Layla?
with their feathers. Native Americans and their horses and their feathers. I don't know that for some reason in my head.
That was so weird. It was like somebody popped out for a minute. Horse feathers. It seems
Why
like
does his tail look so weird? Do you see that?
Mm-hmm.
That's a fart.
because it's flying. So its ponytail's like, wee.
It's like a hand going like,
A hand out of its butt.
Yes.
like
With the thumb and everything.
mhm.
But I think this is kind of funny because Sinclair is like, we're going to tell people that oil came from dinosaurs. And they were like, okay, we're going to tell them it came from Pegasus.
Mhm.
Like, it's the same silly figment of your imagination to make it finite. Anyways, horse feathers on your timeline.
Yeah. Just, I wonder, like, where the Pegasus being mythological, the horse feathers as feet. It's just interesting.
It's chaos.
I love that background. I love
Look
it.
at. Do you guys see that on the
Yeah.
screen?
That's
I
your
don't
girl.
have anything up.
Yeah.
No, do you guys have a black box on your screen?
No.
No,
Gosh, my computer's acting so crazy.
No, we
I just see Sarah Palin.
Oh, and I'm just doing this to Sarah Palin.
Yes.
Yeah.
I thought
she's
that's
got
what
in your
you were
face.
She's right there.
We see Chaney in Wonderland, but we see just Sarah Palin there.
It's like you're a
Which looks
sign-in
cool.
device. Yeah.
That's the magic right there. She will soon actually be on our show. That's the
I
goal.
want to take a picture and show you guys what I'm looking at. It just is like a black screen, like it won't close in.
Do you want me to send you a picture of what we're looking at?
There, now I see what you're looking at.
Okay.
It just turned off. It's so crazy. Technical difficulties. It's because our sound's getting all good. So now they're like, bring it to the next level. You guys got to take it to the. How was your guys' Hillary Clinton day?
Oh, it was great.
Go on. What's Hillary Clinton Day?
Well, today, Bill, he sat in front of the House Judiciary Committee. Is that what it was?
Something
I
like
really
that.
haven't read it. Like I remember reading it for so many weeks, but it was almost like the moon landing because it was supposed to happen in like November or December, and then it was supposed to happen again, and then it didn't happen. So it was like one of those things I wasn't going to believe. So I just stopped reading the articles about it. But yeah, I think both of them.
Wasn't it a deposition?
Yeah, her first and then him.
Yeah.
I was
And
just
apparently
reading
she
the
lost it
comments. Ugh, I don't know. I didn't see the whole thing. I just
and
saw
went,
some of it, and I was like, the comments people were like, "Oh my God, Hillary is so amazing." Blah blah blah. I was like, "Oh my God," and one of the things that she said was like they asked her about Bill Clinton going, I've never met him, whatever, and then they asked her about Bill Clinton. She's like, "Oh well, he went to the island and met him however many times before any of this came to light." I was like, "Oh, so that makes it better before any of this came to light."
Before
Like
they got caught, before they had to
before
look
they
over their
that,
shoulder.
yeah. And nobody's
apparently
hearing that.
they had like I guess a media press coverage afterwards, and apparently Hillary was unhinged, okay, and started screaming, and they have the video of it coming out, and I guess the conversation that happened. So the video will come out of her like fucking losing her shit. I can't wait to see that.
That's hard to
I
believe
know.
because she's so so well measured and such a nice person.
Well, they triggered the fuck out of her. Are you being sarcastic?
No, we're talking a first lady
First
right now of the United States of America.
An honorable first lady.
Who?
With a
Hillary?
power suit. Yeah.
Hillary?
Do you think legitimately,
Honorable?
real question, do you think that she wears diapers like everyone else in Washington?
Probably.
Is
Likely.
it today or tomorrow? I think also like let's talk about the Clintons a little. It's either today or tomorrow is the like anniversary of Waco, which I think is a big like Clinton thing, don't you think? Is it today or tomorrow? I
Yeah.
can look it up. I always forget. I'm like, I have one job.
There's a really crazy video on the ATF website that was the 30th anniversary of Waco. It's called Remembering Waco. And I swear to you, they're interviewing people that were like actually there at the time. And they laugh. Like there's so many clips of them laughing and having a good time in this like 30 years after Waco remembering. It's one of the most surreal videos I've ever seen on the internet.
Where is it?
Bill Clinton.
It's on the ATF
I know what I
own
saw.
website. It's called Remembering Waco. 30 years later, Remembering Waco or something.
I feel like something else too, like one of those other sieges, one of those other things that's similar to Waco. The anniversary of it is today or tomorrow as well.
Wasn't it when the guys had the guns on their ranch, kind of like a government against the people kind of thing? What was it? I forgot what it was called.
Recently, right? Like 4 or 5 years ago?
Something like that,
No,
yeah.
I feel
The
like you're right.
countrymen.
The older one, Layla.
And like they had a shoot off.
Hold on.
Like in Texas or Nevada or something.
Bill Clinton.
I
was
just
like-
know the big three, which is basically Ruby Ridge, Waco, and Oklahoma City.
Waco. No, I feel like I just read something too.
And then I
when
guess
was-
technically Columbine comes after that because they cited that as one of their inspirations too.
Not the Gulf War ceasefire. The end of the Branch Davidian standoff in 1993. That was the other one I was thinking of. So it wasn't the Bundy Ranch. It was the Branch Davidians.
We don't really have any hardcore cults anymore. They're all like Hollywood sex cults now.
Well, we just haven't got established yet.
That's right. We haven't started taking memberships yet.
As soon as we set up
Clinton.
home base, we're good to go.
He was like, I know what I saw, but what's important, what I didn't see. I know what I did, but what's more important is what I didn't do.
Yeah, you're like,
And
love politicians.
what was the rest of it? And it was just like, bruh, like, what the fuck are you talking about? Like, everyone was like highlighting that moment, like, oh, famous last words. Those will be his. He's already dead, and that's just his fucking clone. But like, the dramatics of it, like, bruh, you were there.
Well,
You're a
like,
pedophile.
when is
You
that
received.
ever okay? That's okay for a fucking politician giving a speech, but like you're in a court situation and you can just be like, I know what I saw with the murder, but I also know what I didn't see.
Didn't
Like,
see.
would that be allowed?
To be or not to be.
No,
And
this is
like
the
the fucking
same definition
theatrics,
as
bruh.
is, guy.
Retarded.
It's so stupid.
I'm tired of their faces. They did this on purpose. It's every 100 years. They have a new storyline every 100 years for the new group of people that live on this realm. This year, we
I
have to
saw
deal with this
something
fucking
today.
people.
I saw a story today, and it said they discovered a whale bone, and it's over 20 million years old.
Really?
And I'm like, how did you find that out? What did you compare it to? Like,
Don't you
it
love
just,
the
it's
carbon
like
dating of it all?
there's more than an infinite amount of Earths out there. It's like they always like to give you these numbers like Google. And it's like your mind can't even conceptualize a 20 million year old whale. It's like if they can't put you as a piece of dust on dust floating through infinity, then they're going to do that with your time. They're going to make sure that your time feels so like you're just a fragment on this planet. One day humanity will be gone. Look at this 20 million year old whale.
Well, not just that, but if you believe that humanity is going to be gone on their timeline, we only got here 80% in. Like, so there's only 20% left for the Earth to be habitable.
You know what's interesting? Speaking of this old whale, you know what else they found in the center of Romania? A well digger was trying to dig a well, and he found an old skeleton of a dragon. Bro, deep in the fucking ground.
That's what's up, bitches. We told you they're
in
real.
the depths of motherfucking Romania.
20 million old whale out of here. Dragon, you're in.
Fuck
I
yeah.
mean,
we believe this one.
whales are great. I love
You
y'all
can pick and
whales.
choose, whatever. Dragon, yeah, you get in.
Orcas.
We totally picked
orcas.
dragons.
It's like being a bouncer at a
But these
club.
dragons, bro, something strange.
Confirmed.
The unraveling. This is what it is. The unraveling. That's what I want to call it.
Why would, let's just say dragons are real. Why would they be suppressed? Like, what's the power behind suppressing dragons in particular?
Intelligent species, maybe more intelligent than human. The same as the whale. Yeah. It's like if it is more intelligent than human, that not anyone can tame it or ride it, and it'll just light shit up. But some people could tame it.
Like a cat.
That would be too powerful for just anyone to have.
Oh, hell yeah.
Especially if it decided on you. So now it's like Abbie's a librarian and Layla's a boxer and you're in the field somewhere and I'm the king. The dragon better choose me, but it doesn't. It chooses you out in the field. All of a sudden, everything tips immediately. So, like,
how come whales aren't suppressed?
Because we aren't in the ocean anymore.
Yeah.
And they don't have legs.
Just like dolphins are suppressed, we're not allowed to go near them anymore. Like, we're not allowed to even have dolphin births anymore because these fuckers who think they control shit won't allow us to. Okay, Mr. Principal. Oh, fine, I won't
Right for
go
you there,
there.
Thomas.
Fuckers.
There is so Layla, before we went on air, because it is Ramadan.
Yeah.
And we were talking about fasting. And we're gonna get back into dragon heads and all that too.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh, like how long do they have to fast? Like I was totally, I mean, I knew that it's part of certain religions during certain time of year, but then I also know that how it's become like in my
So
like white Christian American world, it's like fasting is like, I'm going to eat all meat and I'm going to fast.
yeah.
And it just seems like the same as I'm going to eat Beyond Burgers and watch Netflix documentaries and be mad at people who wear animals. It's
Well, fasting has
yeah,
become
tell
like
me
a
more.
ritual. Okay. The original meaning, the etymology of Ramadan literally means the ninth month, Ramadan. Okay. And it also means like the hot month, to be scorched or dried out. And that makes sense when you think about Ramadan. It's in the ninth month, September. Things are scorched after, being in the heat after August and all that. And everything starts to dry out, and, harvest happens and everything goes into rest. Also with the equinox, okay, allows everyone amount of fasting time in how people who believe in the Quran, not the Hadith, but the Quran, believe. So a lot of people are not fasting now because they believe that they want to go strictly with what the Quran says, and that's what it means, the ninth month. And it's supposed to be for like 29 days, starting off the new moon and on. And usually in the beginning of September, it usually starts with a new moon. So that logically makes sense. The equinox makes sense. The meaning of the word makes sense. But now everyone's going off by the moon calendar and following the moon, which to me is moon ritualistic worship. And then when you bring this up, there's like a debate. No, it's not. This is what Muhammad says in the Hadith, and we're supposed to listen to the Prophet. But I'm like, but is it the word of God? The word of God is the book. So which way are you going to go? So it goes into like a cycle over and over and over again. So I'm just like,
Is there a power of fasting, or is it a sacrifice to fast?
it's like a
And
cleansing.
even
You're
in
going with
Christianity,
nature.
anyone who, I mean, I know like
sup-
health reasons, but
You're supposed to go like with nature, like apparently like when the leaves are like when the vegetation is falling off the ground and everything goes into a fast, it gets ready for winter. So sun goes down and you fill up your stomach, and when the sun comes out, you don't eat, so it's like you're storing up for not eating for the rest of the day. Premise of it, it's like you're going with the season. But I mean, who's right, who's wrong? They say the scholars are right, the human being
So
is right.
biblically speaking, the fasting, Jesus said, when you fast, don't be like the Pharisees where you're like, oh, I'm fasting. You're not
Yeah,
even supposed to talk about it.
no,
It's supposed to be a very private thing, and you do
mm-hmm.
it, and it will like strengthen your
Spiritually
relationship
cleansing.
to
Yeah.
spiritually cleanse you. But you're not like, if you're doing that and you're like making a big deal about it and talking about, oh, how sick I am because I'm fasting, all that stuff, it's not going to give you the same benefit.
Mm-hmm.
Or else what? Do you go to hell?
It's
No,
not a fucking heaven or hell thing. No,
it's like
it's
if
like
if
you
it's
lose the
good for
benefit of it.
you, like it's like a time of cleanse. You're doing it with nature, and you are nature. It's like, so it's kind of like connecting you back to everything, kind of, making everything kind of uniform in a sense and balance. But
If you're
this
in
to
like a
me,
strong Muslim community and you're just like walking around like munching down in the middle of Ramadan, like, is that dangerous? Is it just a faux
Have you
pas?
ever worked fast food? Hungry
no.
people are
No, there's
assholes.
pregnant women who don't
Just saying.
fast. There's when you're on your period. There's illnesses that prevent you from doing it. So it's not like, it's for your soul, they say. I mean, so I don't know. I'm not a practicing Muslim. So I research it more than anything now because I don't know. When humans touch things, I like to question things. When humans write things, I just wonder. So that's where
is
I'm
that
at.
true? Is
Ramadan is
Ramadan a
enactment of
reenactment
this.
of Earth's menstrual cycle?
I never heard of that, but that seems very interesting because they have 2
You just started
Ramadans.
a new
Shedding
conspiracy.
tissue.
You just started a new Ramadan talk.
Yeah, there's Eid. There's one with
Is
the
there
I don't
dragons
know.
in the Quran?
There's what? If there's
Dragons in the Quran.
what? Let
Are
me
there?
find out.
Dragons.
Let me
Well,
see.
I just always go back to what Chaney says with the dragons and the like Chinese zodiac. Why don't they have a fucking panda bear? If pandas are real, why don't they have a panda bear, but they have a dragon?
Because pandas were genetically engineered.
Yeah,
It's
they're
not in
not
the
real.
Quran,
But dragons are.
but in the Hadiths, yeah.
Hadith dragon.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Even this is what I think. Hadith's Talmud. Hadith's Talmud. That's how I
That's my understanding too, but it's more in that like the way that it's been explained to me a few different times, like the Talmud is if you were to record like all of Reddit, like if there was just like a Reddit where everyone had any opinion ever and they all debated it to like all different extents and everyone got to have their opinion included, then that's kind of like the Talmud. That doesn't necessarily represent like, and here's laws, here's what everyone believes, because there's so many contradictions in it. It's like people arguing back and forth, and that the hadiths are somewhat the same, that it's just like a long ongoing conversation of someone's like, what if we did this? And then someone else later on's
Well,
like,
Muhammad
that's the
said
dumbest
this.
idea ever. What if we did this instead? So it's
Yeah.
not necessarily like a thing that you follow. It's like a
But they
reference
are.
to here's all these different ideas. Well, people can focus on one and be like, hey, I like this one argument this guy made on this page. I'm going to go ahead and go with that.
Is that
Like-
sort of like close to like Latter-day Saints too?
I don't think so. I don't think Latter-day Saints doesn't give you a lot of different options. It's like this, like the Book of Mormon is like, this is what happened.
But what if your prophet of your temple is like, this is what we're doing?
Yeah, you can
Well,
you can pick what like little different, because I think that's ends up where people go to a certain mosque or they go to a certain temple, or it's because they might latch on to certain ideas. You know what I mean?
Yeah, like Baptist and
Yeah, like this, like for instance, the story of
Like
Muhammad.
Pentecost are like known for very specific things.
Like the story of Muhammad, for instance, how they're like, oh, he married and had sex with a 6-year-old or a 9-year-old. That's not, these are like conversations that people have had 250 years after this man died. So it's like they have conversations about what if he did this or what if he did that, but he did this, but he did that. So it's like conversations, but that's not true. And it's like a mandatory thing to like take an orphan, not as wives, but as like you can afford to take these women in because they're orphaned, but not to take them in as literal wives, but as take care of them because you have it like that, you know? So it's not like you marrying them. It's like you have the ability to take this woman off the streets and take care of her children. Sure, do that. You can take her in as your
My
second
understanding though
wife.
is that it doesn't just talk about him having a young wife. It specifically mentions consummating that marriage.
Yeah.
But it doesn't. The only debate is that it was either 6 or 9 or maybe 16, because it was like 10 years after her sister moved, or I don't remember all the specific details.
Yeah. Yeah. But it wasn't like 16 or 19, one or the other. So
Maybe, right? Like that, and that's the kind of thing that's in the hadiths, is that one guy's like, maybe it was 6, and that's why it's okay. And then there's someone's like, whoa, that's disgusting. I think she might have been 9.
I
And
can't
then someone
defend
else
it.
is like, actually, maybe it was
It's
16.
there. I'm
Isn't
not
it
here
kind
to
of
defend it
like
or
the
anything.
separation of Muhammad Ali and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad is because the Honorable Elijah Muhammad like had a whole bunch of pregnant secretaries, like young pregnant secretaries, and Malcolm X. I said Muhammad too many times and then got extra racist.
You say it 3 times, he shows up.
Yeah. So Malcolm X and the Honorable Elijah Muhammad, that's the reason they split ways, is for, I wonder if it's like of a hadith reason, where it was like a separation, because Malcolm X stays a Muslim, but he's not by any means necessary. He gets like a whole different philosophy.
If you look too into Clarence X, there's like a similar story there. It gets crazy whenever you get into like the tops of these little niche religions. There's always something crazy going on.
The X's.
Mm-hmm.
The
And the
X's.
manipulation.
I
Like, I even see manipulation to the point where they make people believe that they'll have like a jinn in them. And like the signs are like, let's say if like you go and try and pray over someone and they start laughing because they find it funny, automatically they'll say, you see, the jinn is making you laugh. So we got to get this jinn out. I think I mentioned it the last show, but apparently this is how they pull people in, also with religion, also with spiritual psychosis and like believing that you have one. And then you literally go and it's just, I can't do religion anymore.
I feel like this is
Like, wash my
psychiatry
hands.
too, though. Like it's
Yeah,
the
for
exact
sure.
same situation. You go into a room and a doctor convinces you have this thing with a name because like certain check boxes got checked. You know what I mean? And the
For
people are
sure.
like, "Oh, I have this thing. Yeah, I need this. I need a fix for this thing."
It's like a weird placebo thing that happens. Not like a healing thing, but like something that you can't explain that like automatically turns on in your subconscious that it accepts that thing.
I think just giving it a name. Like if you just have like a general unease, being able to give it a name makes it feel like you can fix it somehow.
Interesting.
Did you guys see at the BAFTA awards how the dude with Tourette's yelled out the N word?
I have the dumbest question ever. I think everyone's heard
Let's
the
go
story
there.
at least. Why is there a white guy at the BAFTA awards?
I have a
Why is
few
he even there?
questions. I have a few questions for this whole thing. Like, there is things on the planet that other people can't do those things. Like if I want to climb to the top of Mount Everest, maybe I could 10 years from now. We'd have to recircle back to that thing, but it's definitely not something I can do right now. If I have Tourette's and in my brain something is going to like, I'm going to pull out the thing that ruined your life. Like I'm going to pull out this thing, then maybe go into award shows where I potentially know that I'm going to scream out the N-word wouldn't be necessarily something I'd do. This being said, the show was filmed like 3 hours ahead of time and they decided to release it. And so it just makes me think like, is there about to be a vaccine coming out for Tourette's? And it's so Tourette's, like it just feels like
Tourette's.
Or maybe
It's funny
it's a thing that
too
you try
because-
not to think of and it'll just say it. Don't say it. Don't say it. And now I'm going to fucking say it, bitch. Watch. And blah.
I think Kramer was supposed to make like a comeback too recently, but now like that was the first thing I thought of was Kramer, Michael Richards, right?
what?
Yeah.
Remember Kramer? This what got
Sorry.
Kramer canceled,
Oh yeah.
From Seinfeld.
and he was.
Well-
And I'm not even making a joke. That I legitimately heard that
Really?
recently he was supposed to be making a comeback. He was going to be reintroducing himself either in like TV or something for the first time since all that went down.
Huh.
I'm gonna see.
I don't remember that.
You remember Kramer from Seinfeld, who's like the quirky next door neighbor, and he was huge. He was popular. He went and started a stand-up routine. He went around doing like celebrity stand-up, and then he had a bad night at some point, and then he just started dropping hard R's in the middle of the crowd, and it was like right at this turning point when it was no longer like edgy funny. It was, this is a problem. Yeah. Oh, this is not that. It's like Kramer.
Oh, this is the other one. At the BAFTA awards.
That's
Because
so
I saw
fucked
somebody
up.
scream NAFTA.
Oh my
But
God.
no,
Like,
but
calm your
in all
tits, it's
seriousness,
BAFTA.
why is this guy even in the audience?
That's
What's he even
what-
doing there?
The whole thing feels like Will Smith slap. It feels like a fugazi.
And I don't mean what's a person with Tourette's doing there. I mean, what's a white guy doing there?
I don't know.
Is it just the British Film and TV Awards?
Oh, I
I
thought it
don't
was like
black
yeah. I
and
thought I don't
film.
know. Maybe
I don't know.
I
I
don't
mean,
I have no
know.
idea.
I
I've
guess
never
I
heard
was
of them.
making an assumption that BAFTA was like the BET Academy Awards or something.
Remember that guy? Remember from Charlie's Angels? The guy who rips one of the cast members' hairs off and sniffs it like a maniac? That guy? Well, apparently he had groomed this girl and apparently held her captive, and he's going under trial for it or something. He
no,
looked
he's
like a
dead.
fucking.
What did
Huh?
he do?
He's dead. He's dead.
No way.
Yes, he committed suicide.
Allegedly.
When?
Allegedly, he unalived himself. I feel like for some reason that's one of the words that'll get you in trouble on YouTube.
Yeah, it is.
Unalived yourself. We'll probably get a banner at the bottom.
I've been seeing people censor the word dumb too. Like they'll put a little star over the U in dumb. Like maybe that might be the next R word.
Like you're just not allowed to be.
Can we just stop, please?
So an interesting thing, he's like, you guys might remember him from Revenge of the Nerds, or you're thinking of the different guy. Wait, it is him, isn't it?
No,
From Back
is
to the
that
Future.
weird guy? He plays that weirdo in Charlie's Angels. He has like black hair, pale face, hair that he ripped out of that Asian girl. I forgot what her name is. Or no, was it the redhead? What the fuck is her name, man? In Charlie's Angels.
You're thinking of
bro.
Christopher Glover, and I'm thinking of Robert Carradine.
Yeah, two different
Okay,
people.
I'll pull up that story too.
Crispin
two
Glover's
different-
not dead.
No, he's not dead. He's not dead. But look at how
This
similar they
guy
are as an archetype.
killed himself?
Yes, and I'm not laughing about him unaliving
Why?
himself. One, it's probably with a red scarf.
How?
But
Did it say how?
no, but it's David Carradine's brother, who was another person with a red scarf. So I think that's so crazy that, they're both actors. Skolnick.
I don't know if you've ever seen the Lizzie McGuire movie.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
We did a breakdown
that
of it,
movie,
and it was
actually.
actually really fascinating that it's about her dying, that she died, and she's dead in that entire movie.
Is that the one where she goes to boot camp or whatever?
They go to
No.
like Italy.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, they go to Italy and
They
she has that
graduate, they go to
double
Italy.
with the dark hair. This is what dreams are made of. Remember? Oh.
Okay.
I remember Lizzie
The Back to the
McGuire.
Future guy. Crispin Glover.
Yeah, he gives creep.
Hmm.
Yeah, dude. In my brain, for real, he was in Revenge of the Nerds for a second. Like, doesn't he look like he could have his hair back?
With
Have you guys ever
why?
seen that movie? He's so a Revenge of the Nerds guy, and every character he plays, it's off
Yeah.
tilt like that.
Mm-hmm. I think his true character shows on screen. And you're just like,
We are on the hero Biff timeline, you guys. Everything's been inverted.
yep.
Oh my gosh. A sex slave.
Yep.
Yeah, he gives creep. He gives crip.
That, honestly,
come on.
it kind of seems like being an actual model is sort of like being a sex slave.
Yeah.
Yeah, it just seems like anyone who asks for you anywhere in the world and then gives money for you and you just go there and they can have you. No, sit on something colder. Are you uncomfortable? Wear this. Like, it's like edgelord shit. It is
Shout out
kinda
to
weird.
my aunt Eva for telling my parents not to let me go into the modeling world. I thank you very much. Knowing what I know now, I have been saved by you, woman. Even though I fucking hated your guts at one point, I hated her for that. Like, why would you do that? Why would you take that opportunity away from me? And my parents bought it and listened to it, but thank God. I thank her. God knows where I
Layla.
would have been.
Can you sing?
No. Maybe in the shower. Maybe in the shower.
Your face.
On a good day. With that
Just the
steam
theme song.
flowing,
Yeah,
you know?
just a theme song.
Or my car and my lonesome.
Oh yeah, here's the other thing we had to ask Thomas about. Thomas, before we pull up pictures. Layla, tell him who you think Adolf Hitler is. Or maybe not you.
Walt
TikTok.
Disney.
Yeah, I've heard that.
You've heard that before?
I knew it. Heck yeah. Thing theory, if you ask me.
What good?
They're definitely connected in many ways.
That's what I think.
I don't know how much credit I give that they were the exact same person, but I don't know if I've ever seen them in the same room. So
I don't know. There was a time when we all thought that he was put into what is it called? A frozen machine? And apparently that news is not real.
Cryogenics.
Yeah. Apparently we all
it would be
dreamed that.
clever.
We've all dreamed it. Nobody ever really heard it. We all collectively had that same dream.
I can find pictures I can't find like them side by side really quickly. So I'm just going to pull up Disney first. I don't think Disney looks like Hitler. at all.
No, he doesn't.
No, not this picture for sure.
He's kind of handsome,
Yeah.
I'll scroll through some other Walt Disney pictures.
but not there though. That I
That's
see the
what I'm
Hitler
saying. You know what I'm
mustache of
saying?
it all there.
Yeah. You see that a little bit?
Yeah.
Just a little bit. I don't know.
Hold on, let me scroll back.
I mean, to be honest, you can find photos with Walt Disney posing with the exact same SS Nazis that Hitler is posing with. So,
Yeah.
I mean, it's like potato tomato a little bit.
Yeah. A little bit. Who
Yeah, I
knows
feel like
at this
they
point?
when it's like, okay, they could be, but then also Paperclip is really real, and Disney and everything that happens with it is really, it's like there's so much juicy conspiracy with Hitler and with Walt Disney. They don't have to be
And
the
also,
same person.
here's the biggest one I think that would give credit to this is that Germany was struggling for a national identity, and the Grimm fairy tales were one of the few things. It was like this Germanic cultural history that they were holding on to. And not only was it making a resurgence, but then Disney starts to turn that. He makes Snow White, right? And that was the very first. And this was the very first feature-length animation, and it just reinvigorated the Germanic folklore, like national identity. I really do think that there were, if there was a fire burning a little bit before anyone even knew that like the Nazi Party was going to be on the rise, Walt Disney making Disney movies based on Germanic folklore was like throwing a little bit of fire on, or a little bit of gas on that fire.
And that mustache. I feel like it's like one of those things, almost like wearing Elvis sideburns. Like, look how many Elvis impersonators there are. You could just stick on them sideburns and then be like, oh, look at I'm Elvis. That's what I feel like Hitler. You're like, 999. And it's like, holy shit. That is the
Dude.
Third Reich.
What do you think of that law
It'd be fun
they
to do
passed
like
in
a Elvis
Florida?
impersonator episode.
What?
What do you think of that law that they passed in Florida about like saying anything anti-Semitic can get you in trouble and bada bada blah 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 all that bullshit?
Didn't DeSantis do that like
Yeah.
I don't know, like
Yeah.
5 or 6 years ago? Yeah.
Yeah, you passed the bill. I forgot what the name of the bill is. Excuse me? Isn't this the United States of America? Like
Is it
what
similar
happened
to the chemtrail bill that he
what
signed?
happened to our constitution?
I think at least if they're going to do that, if you can get in trouble for saying something bad about someone, then if you say something good about them, then the government should give you like $20.
That would be
Dude,
nice.
So you can just be like, I
love.
love Israel. And then like you literally just get like a $50 check in the mail.
You know what's funny?
I think
was
it was just
starting
a proposition. It was just a proposition, and then the proposition fell for the thing, and then they were like, let's have a anti-Semitism task force, and that is like a no-go too as of February 2nd, 2026.
Good. I was about to
So
say
neither of them.
this is the
That'd be like an
United States
extension of ICE.
of America. Okay. We haven't changed the name yet, even though you guys run Congress. It's okay.
I also wanted to ask Thomas about all the news about Bohemian Grove this week. Have you seen every major newspaper has been talking about
I
it?
don't know. It hurts a little bit. Like I feel
It feels
annoyed about
weird.
the news, to be honest, and annoys me.
It's strange.
Like, I mean, this report comes out every 10 to 15 years, basically. Like, you can go back and see this exact same report in the 70s, in the 50s, in the 30s. Like, this report comes out every, like, half generation. And everyone all over again is like, did you know? Have you ever heard about this crazy thing? But then if you mention it in an off year, like if we talk about this in 3 years from now and this is old news, then it's like, you're being crazy. Why you keep bringing up this weird thing again?
What in your research, what do you think happens at Bohemian Grove?
I think that they tell you here's what's happening over the next 3 to 5 years. Stock tips, here's like some political turmoil to look out for. Here's some new technology to look out for. This is where the Simpsons, get like how they know what's going to happen. It's literally at the Bohemian Grove. I think that they're Kingmakers. This is where you would go if you're running for president. You don't have to go to Ohio. You go to Bohemian Grove. And that was a really good plot point in the Kevin Spacey HBO president series. They made a really good point. I think it was like the third season where the guy he's running against is doing like the campaign trail, like the one you're supposed to do, and going to Idaho and like all the flyover states. And Kevin Spacey's just like, nah, I'm just going to go to Bohemian Grove. And he goes there for like a weekend, and that's what secures him the presidential nomination. I think all of that, and then a whole bunch of gay stuff too.
That's what I feel like. Everything you said is pretty much what I think of Bohemian Grove. I feel like there's like gay drug stuff too, like them running around in the woods naked and stuff on drugs. It doesn't, and I could be totally wrong. I haven't researched past levels of it. It doesn't seem like it's a kid fest like Epstein Island.
No, it's the opposite. It's like an old dude fest.
That's what it seems like. Old fairies. That's what it
And
feels
then
like to me.
there's a river that separates where they're at. I think it's like Sonoma County. It separates them from this other county, and right over the river are all of these brothels. And basically they call that jumping the river. So if you go to Bohemian Grove and you end up seeing a woman, it's because you're quote unquote jumping the river, which either just means you leave and go and see them across that river. But that's kind of like what the straight guys do, is they do jumping in the river. And if you're not a straight guy, then you just stay at Bohemian Grove.
We're going to go ahead and jump the river. That's how I imagine that they say it. How do you think they say it, Layla?
Blap, blap.
What do you mean then?
Never mind.
These faggots?
Yeah. How are they saying? We're going to go jump the river.
And this 100% what
We're
you're
gonna go
seeing
jump
here.
there.
This
But
is
would
my
those guys be
name.
jumping the river?
this is
Go.
this is drama club of the elite. Like, this is where they literally study all year, and they do choreography, and they write music, and they create little outfits and like everything. Like, this is their
They
main
have
focus
names.
for a good
It's
portion of the year.
They're like, what's going to
They're
be your
like
nickname?
exclusive Burning Man.
This is a slumber party. This is what girls do at slumber parties. They choreograph dances. They all dress in outfits. Sometimes they have a voice that they all talk in. So it's like, hey, you guys, we should all talk real Southern tonight. And it's like, okay, what do you want your Southern name to be? And then everyone will get a Southern name. That's what I feel like Bohemian Grove is.
The other part about this too, that some people, it's a little bit nuanced. I don't know if any of you guys ever did like Girl Scouts or Cub Scouts or any versions of these where you would do like an overnight camp out with like all the different
Yeah.
groups in like a certain area.
Troops.
Like all the troops would be there for like this big, camp out type thing, like overnight. So
Yep.
it's not like just because everyone there is a Cub Scout or a Girl Scout, doesn't mean like you're all friends and you're all hanging out with each other. And then there's gonna be like the rich group that like looks down
Yeah.
on all the other troops, and then you've got like the ragtag group. Like that's exactly what happens at Bohemian Grove too. Like there's a group called the Hillbillies, I think, and even though they're called the Hillbillies, they are like the rich elite version of all the camps, and you're not really allowed to hang out with them. And there's another one called Camp Mandalay, and these are the ones that are like the most exclusive, and they do kind of look down on all of the other smaller camps around there. And it's not like you can just walk up into their camp. It would be the same thing like thinking that, oh, we live in the same city, I can just walk up inside of your gated neighborhood, right?
And this
Totally
everybody, I always read
Conan
all the
vibes.
stuff during this time too, and everyone's like, this is Moloch or this is Baal and this is what they do here. And it's really confusing to me because are the owl and the bull all Moloch and Baal? Like, is it just all a together thing?
I used to hate Alex Jones for this because he called this Moloch, and then everyone was, whenever they saw an owl, they were like, "There's Moloch," and it was a little annoying. But the truth is that what you're looking at right here in this photo, that fire and the person they throw into the fire, that's what Moloch is about. It's the sacrificial act of burning a human being. That's Moloch. So it's not the owl and it's not necessarily the bull, but the practice became attributed to a very certain archetype, and then people started calling the practice as if it was the name of a god. But really, anyone doing what this is in front of you, this would be Moloch.
It's more like a verb. It's not a proper noun.
Exactly. Yeah.
It's like me and you are Moloching, not
Well,
in
and
that
it's
word.
like when
but
people call, like, it's not like God's name is God. You know what I mean? Like it's a placeholder for a name that doesn't exist. So that it's sort of similar. Like Moloch is the practice that gets attributed all these, just like Baal. I think Baal is a great example. Baal just means Lord, and it just meant the god of your particular region. So when people said Baal, you also had to know what city they were in when they were saying that to know what specific god they were talking about, until it just became like almost like a monotheism. And then everyone's Baal was the same Baal.
do you think this is an owl effigy? Do you think it's like Athena or something? Or Isis? Or like, do you think it's something different than
Maybe. I mean, they call it an owl, and the story is that they just found this rock, but then you can see that it already looked like an owl. But there's so many people that snuck in and they got video footage of this, and it's really kind of fabricated. Like this whole facade that you're seeing right now, a lot of it looks like it's been constructed to look kind of more like an owl than this stone really is. I don't know. This is a weird one. Like I guess I got to go there for myself to really know if this is a real rock or if it's a fake rock.
Yeah, that's why you
All-
want to go, Thomas. We already know.
It's the only
literally-
reason, just to know that one thing.
Literally owner, master, lord, a title applied to any deity, including Jehovah.
It was like saying mayor.
But
You know what I
later-
mean? Like if me and you were talking about the mayor, you got to know what city we're talking about to know who the mayor is. But then it just became a thing. Like if you just said mayor, all of a sudden people thought they were talking about the exact same person regardless of where they're at. It's like a similar thing.
It's literally just saying God, because like God could be like Yahweh, or it could be freaking Allah, or whatever.
Or if I was just like, hey, like let's meet at Denny's, and you're like, which one? There's hundreds of them all over the city. You know what I mean? It's like, yeah, just Denny's.
The hospital. Which one?
and then this is like the ancient Mesopotamian goddess Inanna, and she kind of looks, she has those owl feet. And well, that's what I always think of. Every time with that song, I always think they're like, anytime, because you can go through rap music and see all the times they say it, Inanna, and you're just like, oh my gosh, like this is insane. But this is like one of the earliest deities, and then she's like obviously enormous.
And this is essentially where like the black magic archetype comes from, and like the succubus, and it's the owl because that she represents the wind gods, and like the wind spirits and they kind of evolve into what we would call demons now. But these like wind entities, they essentially, you would hear wind blowing really hard outside. That was supposed to be Ishtar or Inanna going through your area and maybe like being a succubus to your husband. And that was because the owl also would screech at night. So you would hear the wind blowing really fast and hear a screeching noise, and then you'd hear an owl making a screeching noise. So these two things kind of get conflated together, like the wind demons and the owls. And then you've got the owls are awake at night, so she kind of represents like things happening in the night that screeches.
So would a wood demon or a wind demon, Layla, would that be like a Jin too? Because it's like elemental.
Well, they think Jin is okay, a fireless smoke.
Okay,
So
so they're not
that to me
all.
sounds like electricity or plasma. Or plasma.
Okay.
Electricity or plasma. That's what I think of it as, or something unseen. So it could be like aether. It could be, like an element. It's in this world. Jinn, okay, I went down this rabbit hole with Satan, Jinn, and all that, and Judaism, and Christianity, and Islam. So Jinn apparently dwell on this earth in the unseen parts of this earth. So it could be like unseen energy, Satan apparently is the same idea. It's like an essence of like evil that exists. Okay, it's not necessarily like a being technically, but then I searched in Judaism what Satan was, and it's apparently an angel that is an obedient servant of God, preventing human from sinning. And they don't even believe in the whole idea of fallen angels falling from heaven and all of that. It's like a total different idea than what Christians and Muslims believe in the fallen angels. So I don't know who's right, who's wrong, what demons are, what jinn are. They don't believe in a heaven. They believe heaven is here or bringing it here. We believe in one. Hell is different in all three of the stories. So it's just a lot of he said this, he said that. But that's what technically jinn are. Fireless smoke. Or something like that. Yeah, fireless smoke. So are angels too, on that spectrum.
Angels are fireless smoke too?
Let me not get my information wrong.
Not in our religion.
And this movie was about a satanic cult too.
Yeah, and I actually, I always like to pull out a movie where I'm like, you should watch this, and I think this is homework for Bohemian Grove. I think that even they give the Virgin Connie Swale to the snake, and they have a whole effigy that they burn, and there are two detectives that go undercover. Tom Hanks movies, all his movies, and the 7-4 of it all, I think is interesting.
Okay.
But yeah.
There's also a movie called we did a review with Dona on like of his Patreon stream at one point. I think it's called The Teddy Bear Picnic, and it was made by the guy that does Montgomery Burns' voice. I think it's Harry Shearer, who's been on The Simpsons since forever. He does a whole bunch of the voices, and he was part of Bohemian Grove, and I think he was helping in charge of putting on like one of these plays, like the big stage productions. And this is when Alex Jones broke in with John Ronson, and after that happened, he made a movie called Teddy Bear Picnic that was about a bunch of guys going out into the Sonoma County redwoods and worshiping. I can't remember. I don't think it was a bear. It was like some other animal. But they go out there and it was basically exactly what happened. People going to Bohemian Grove and then someone breaking in and kind of busting up the party. And it was made as like this inside joke, but it is like a legitimate movie that came out and had a release and everything. But it was made just for Bohemian Grove members because no one really knew what the hell any of this meant.
So then they probably had to Oh, go on, Layla.
I just wanted to clarify. Angels are created from light, nor while jinn are created from smokeless flame or fire, or fireless smoke. Just wanted to clear that up.
We can still talk about it if you want to.
But isn't fire light? Doesn't it make light? What is
It
light?
makes light,
Like
but
what?
it's not light.
Okay, well, so what is light? In this context, angel, light. It could be a
And
star.
it's easier to describe
Fire.
fire, the qualities of fire, than it is to describe the qualities of light. Because one of like the esoteric teachings about fire was that fire can provide light, but also if you close your eyes, you can feel fire, right? So like now you can feel light, but you can't see it. So now there's like there's like a type of light you can feel, and there's a type of light you can see.
I could feel light, like in
Yeah, I
my
was gonna
bar
say.
room. Like I have these light bulbs, man. I close, like it's fucking
Right,
nice
but
and
I'm saying
warm.
it's like it's two different types. There's a form of
Oh,
light you can see and not feel, and then there's a form of light that you can feel and not see, and then there's a version where you
stars.
can do both of them.
Don't you
And
feel like
you
all
can
light
hear
gives
it.
warmth though? Except the moonlight. Moonlight doesn't really give warmth, but
They're
Some amount.
stars. They give out light.
the sun.
The
Well,
sun.
that's what I was gonna say. Don't you
Even a
think a
light
big,
bulb.
huge psyop could be that the sun is fire? Like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
doesn't that seem like to worship of fire and to make the element of fire and get everybody convinced that their sun is fire is kind of a crazy concept in itself. It's just a fireball floating in a vacuum 90 billion miles away from you. Like, it's just interesting that it's
I really
probably
wish I had like a fucking little mini vacuum so I could just sit there and like put stuff in it and see what happens.
Oh,
Like,
there's a guy who does it
That's perverted.
online. It's amazing. The shit that he shows.
well, I don't have a penis, otherwise, I'd be thinking that way. It's a good thing I don't have one. It'd probably be like long gone by
That's
now.
like a story, like a central back story is like equivalent to a hot tub. There's like once a year, there's always that story of some dude having to get the ambulance to come get him out of the central back.
I've thought about this. Like, if I had a penis for a day, it probably wouldn't be a good thing. It'd be
I'm just
gone by
hooking
the
up
end of
with
the day.
girls. I'm just hooking up with girls.
American Pie. I mean,
I don't need to hook
I'll
up.
try it. No,
But
I
I'm a
just keep
lesbian.
seeing
Who
it
were we
right in my
looking
name.
up the other day? What was it? Who were we naming? That statue with that looked like a bunch of boobs, but I thought it was like larva pods. What was it?
It was the real pictures of
No.
Mary.
She related to Artemis, but it's
Oh,
not Artemis. I
Artemis.
don't think.
Yeah.
Is it Artemis?
Artemis. Yeah. That I don't know why it speaks to me so much, that the whole symbology of it, the why they changed like the whole like symbology of who she was into something so plain and basic. Like that statue is just like fascinating to me, from the astrology, the zodiac around her neck, to all the different types of animals down her body, to the bee symbology. It's just, there's something special about this statue. Not to worship it or anything,
I'm pulling
like
it
to
up.
idolize it, but there's
She's one of
something
the
to her. It's just
versions
so
of Artemis.
the true
It
version.
looks
I
like she
believe.
came out of like a Japanese anime.
It looks so amazing.
It's
so
crazy.
fascinating to me.
You can't tell that this looks so similar to an Alex Gray painting, like the psychedelic paintings that guy that banged a corpse makes.
It looks like a trippy, like you take a tab of acid and not your fractals type shit. And they call those
Like a
breasts,
Tool
but I
album
think of
cover.
it as like the Matrix, where you see like humans in their pods, and like she's like the mother creator. That's what I'm thinking in my head. And like this is like the Matrix, Matrix's womb, and that's the human I guess, the true matrix, and this is where we're living through our experience is through her. That's like how I get it. But again, look, the black skin, like the void.
But they say the color of this is from Bettina almost, but it's not Bettina on the kind of stone, like it's changed over time. But it could be black, but it might not be.
This is the Netflix version.
Yeah, like it's like you know how bronze gets dark, or certain metals and things get like they change color over time.
Do this. I don't know what.
But look at, she has like weird bats behind her, weird little lions.
Yeah.
And she has
I feel like that
Tataria
would
on her
be
head.
astrological.
It's all of it
1, 2,
is.
3.
So it would have to have something to do with like Leo.
She has so much Leo on her. Look at lions crawling up her arm. There's something with her in lions and bees. Here, wait. Fink?
Up, she's a Mason.
Lions, bees. We looked up a whole bunch of stuff. Like a lot of the stuff was similar to Venus.
Yeah, Venus.
I can't remember how much
fat
of
one.
this we looked up. The Venus of Willendorf.
With the
I don't
afro.
remember how much of this we did off air
A lot of it.
and how much we talked about it on air. I know. It is kind of crazy how often the lions are represented in all of the ancient depictions. They're like, I'm standing on a lion. And look at me. I could just hold a lion like this. Like, there's a whole bunch of like, I'm so big, lions
on
are just
family
on my legs.
Crest.
These are strong legs, lion legs. I don't
Like
know.
especially on Family Crest. A Rothschild crest isn't part of that, the lion.
Trump has lions on his family crest. Let's see.
There's a lot of family crests with the lion symbology on it.
I feel like you want the unicorn on your family crest.
I
If you
have
wanna
the
be
unicorn.
want it.
I am the unicorn.
Oh, the Rothschild has the unicorn.
Oh, do they really?
That's
So do I.
so does the crown. They have the unicorn on theirs.
Ooh, royal bloodline, yeah. Mm-mm.
Yeah, I feel like we have that little thing on our part of it on our dollar bill, and the one-headed eagle, like the Albanian flag, but it's just one head. Let's get that down. We don't need that bad spell up.
You know that famous map that we look at? The 15, I forgot which one is that circle map with the dinosaur on it, with the dragon on it. Well,
I'll find
apparently I zoomed up all the way to where Albania would be. Albania is on there and takes up part of like, it goes south, and I look, there's Macedonia. Oh, no Serbia. And I'm just like, where are these places? And then I remember Greece was founded in 1831. What's up with that? Because the language was Old Albanian, and then they took it and fucking did all kinds of shit to it. Well, then it went to Etruscan, from Etruscan to whatever modern Albanian. I love the map. I love old maps. They prove a lot of shit sometimes. I forgot what
Oh my gosh, there's so many of them.
the 15. Hold on, I have it here.
There's so many old maps. Bill and Hillary and Bohemian Grove was everywhere, which I thought was weird. It just felt like part of
1580.
let's start at the very beginning. A very good place to start. I felt like this little, like if I were Mary Poppins
Sound of Music? Was it
Sound of
Sound of
Music
Music?
of Conspiracy, like yeah, Maria of Conspiracy. We'd be like, and first we're gonna start with Bohemian Grove. Bohemian Grove, That's why I just feel like whoa, like this is where we're at in it. It just feels crazy. I'm like, probably like a year from now, the newspaper will be writing the frogs are gay. I'm like, Oh wait, you said what year? 1871?
50, the
1587 map.
it was called the
Oh my
the
gosh, I had
World
that pulled up, but I kept pulling it up as a rug.
David Rumsey map collection.
It was like a rug on somebody's floor, and I'm like, this is amazing. This would be a cool rug.
Mm-hmm.
I don't
That
know.
would be a cool rug, actually.
Yeah, a round rug for a room or square. Yeah, I'd keep the square.
And a lot of this text that's on there is very interesting to read.
And look at all these little dinosaurs.
That is very fascinating if you could translate it.
Well, not a dinosaur.
It's a very large creature, though. Is that a
They're like,
dragon? up
over
there?
here, this whole area has these camels in it.
Wonder if those camels have toes.
Do you know what the area it was?
What?
One of those had little devils in it. Did you see that? See, it's blurry if I zoom in close.
No, you go closer and it'll adjust itself. You'll see. That's what I thought until I zoomed all the way in.
Yeah, I'm all the way in as far as I can go.
That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
This one doesn't do it. It has them all zoomed in separate pictures.
Anyway, you guys could check it out yourselves. I don't gotta lie. I was going to make a video. Oh, is that the United States? United
Look
States.
at that.
What the fuck?
And it says desert
They-
and little devils and dragons.
Childhood end.
Yeah, that's what they look like.
Yo, look at that guy.
This is 50. Yeah, look at that
That
over
big
here.
ass. No, all the way on the other side.
Oh
Look at
my
it.
goodness. With tits and
And these are like Nazca lines a little bit.
Oh yeah,
Yo.
I love the Nazca stuff. It's awesome.
Tartari. They call it Tartari. Where is this, America?
look at unicorns.
Holy shit.
That's one of my
Alicorno.
Yep,
family
we just found the Rothschilds. Get them.
Alicorno? Is that
Look
what it's
at
called?
Rosa's.
Alicorno.
Yeah, they're like this.
It does. I just have to say, it does kind of look like the Northwest America. Like
That's
if you squint a little bit, it kind of looks like we're looking at like North Dakota, South Dakota here.
like right here, North Dakota, South Dakota, and then what down into
There's
the
lots
Rockies.
of there's like Nevada right there, New Mexico.
Is this America?
Sure looks like it.
That's Florida right there. We're looking at Georgia and Alabama right now.
Florida's gone. Look at Florida's just islands. Unless
No.
this is Florida. Look at region of
Oh,
giants.
no, that's Chile.
Mm.
I went down this rabbit hole. That's Chile. And then I went on Google Earth to just check the landscape out. That's Chile. You see Chile up there?
And they're like, this bird will just snatch you right out of, it'll just take you away. And look at Salinas.
And you know where this is?
Bitty, bitty,
Remember that?
bumba. What?
The side of the mountain that was like all snow and it had those weird faces on it. That's right near this where the giants are. Remember they
Oh,
had those
yeah.
inscribed like weird faces on the snowy mountainside? That's right by that.
Look at, they're like, don't even go in that part of the ocean.
That's wild.
They're like, that part of the ocean, that sea will just take you down. Look at the nails on it. It's like Cardi
I love
B.
this map. So weird.
You get this far and it's like, I don't dance now. I make money moves. And you're like, turn the boat around. It's like Cardi B with a beard. It's sirens because see how they're under the water?
Mm-hmm. They have sirens on there. They depict them on this map.
Wee. I don't know if you guys saw that SpongeBob episode. I always think of Patrick
Mermaids.
doing that with sirens.
Hmm.
Wee.
That looks so familiar. That stamp. Doesn't that look like-
Monte.
It's got that like Francis Bacon, William Shakespeare
Yeah,
look to it.
it's giving me the exact same feeling. Look at this guy. They're like, he's better looking than me. Scribble his cheeks out. Like, everything's so precise. And then they made that guy have all muddy cheeks.
Yeah, like why?
Rude as hell.
Oh, look, a centaur.
Sagittarius.
Huh.
Yeah.
If it were doing the horoscope, then this could be Ophiuchus.
There's another dragon up there. Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. It's like up here, the dragons and the bear. This is like a hog because look at its feet. It's like a hog bear.
Galilea. Terra Galilea. The Galilee.
And then that's just like,
Terra.
look at those are deadly. They let you know. And if stuff was so colorful like this, just going to black and white film seems like a downgrade.
Wow, interesting characters. I wonder what it says under each character.
And those are all the people that are each one of the places.
All the rulers, I guess.
Look at that.
Dude. Little Cuatro.
Hell.
Africa, Asia, Europa. The center.
Oh, and then
guessing?
it tells you here's like the grid of how where everything else is. with
So that's the
things.
center of it all?
The Mediterranean. So probably whoever was the traveler, that's where they were from.
I don't know. That's where like my mom's religion believed that the
Look,
Garden of Eden
Starbucks.
was the Mediterranean.
It's totally Starbucks.
Starbucks if it was a dude with a beer belly.
Surprise.
Well, they had to make her cuter. Or you'd never drink coffee.
Every time I see the Starbucks thing, I think of that one guy like talking about the echidna or whatever.
This is
The Mediterranean could be
1500s.
that.
What
It's
the-
close to the out of Africa theory. It's just like the Mediterranean, and then from that point, Africa, Europe, like everything gets seeded from that point instead of it being Africa on. Maybe the waters on of the Mediterranean.
Is that a eclipse?
Mediterranean.
It looks
Middle
like
Earth.
it.
Smart.
Look at the moon and
Mhm.
Earth, and look at a lineup
And the sun?
of other stars. It looks like Mercury, Venus. Isn't that what's about to happen to us?
Ooh, tomorrow, huh?
That's also the
kind-
eight-pointed star, which I think is the star of Ishtar and Inanna.
Libro.
Wow.
See, his cheeks are rosy there.
Up Rosie Crucian.
Oh, look at it. It's all the segments, Layla. I could probably click on them from here. Let's see. if
I
can
wouldn't
zoom
know where
into
to
this
click
one.
right now, honestly. I can't make them out.
No.
It doesn't
I'm
matter.
changing
You guys
it.
can all check
I'm
it
gonna
out
see.
yourselves. Look it up. You'll see it's not there. It doesn't exist.
I'm seeing if I can look at it on this page real quick and zoom in, or an infinite zoom. This one's letting me do it, but it doesn't have all the other stuff on it. So, anyways,
What else?
you'd have to be a good artist if you were also a traveler.
Well,
Otherwise, people would just be out here being like, "Look at there's a dragon," and it's like,
Imagine you'd be like, "Look what I saw," and you hold it up, and it's just like a stick figure, like animal, you know?
it's like they drew a lizard or they drew an iguana. Like there's iguanas here, and they're like, how small was I supposed to draw it? I wanted to be able to see so I could explain it to you later on this map. Like there's a bunch of reptiles, you can eat those here. But then people are like, look at how big this is compared to the panther.
It's
It
the
must.
size of a mountain.
Oh shit. I wonder how much stuff is on the side of whatever's survived. Like where they're like, look at the Great Pyramids, and they're like, man, that was like a McDonald's for us.
Well, also the Great Pyramids are like dwarfed in the size of the pyramids that we've got in Central America and Mexico by the volumetric size. Like they're not even that big compared to the ones we got in America.
Wow. Do you guys
Go
see the
on.
hills that look like
trying to
pyramids too? And they're like,
I think they are pyramids.
I think they are. I know. I'm like, gosh.
This is
I wish
crazy
I had a
too, but
freaking
like
little
it's
backhoe.
Western explore. Maybe this might be wrong, but in recent history, it's been Western explorers that go to other countries and find their pyramids,
Yeah.
where they'll be like, "Hey, this hill kind of looks like a pyramid. I wonder if I dig this thing up." And they are, and that's kind of what happened to Machu Picchu too. Machu Picchu was like a guy exploring that was like, "Hey, this kind of looks like a thing," and also like 3 or 4 of the pyramids now that are in like Mexico and South America.
That's what, like, when they close the national parks, whenever they do like the government shutdowns and stuff, that's when we need to go dig. When nobody's there to tell you no.
I had a theory about the pyramids. I feel like what if, because everyone's like, what if they're energy? What if they're energy? What if they're energy? What if they were springs? Like, what if they tapped into spring systems? And then if something, I was just thinking like in very kindergarten, like science, if they flowed out, all the areas where all the pyramids are either really like overgrownly weird or deserty. Like they all have these like one of two things, that if water would flow out of all of them, plus if there was something at the top, a lot of them say they had like a gold or something that might have gotten warm. If it would heat it up and steam always came out of the top of them, it'd also be so good for all their fauna around if there was all these pyramids on the planet.
It was a big humidifier.
Yeah, essentially. They want us to not have greenhouse gases, but really we should be in a greenhouse.
Yeah, I agree.
And so it
Wonder
would
where
just
they are
be
in
like,
relation to, like aquifers. That'd be interesting to.
well, if you look up all the biggest aquifers too, I don't know about Africa, but I do know about South America, and a lot of the, even look at the pyramids that they say are in the Grand Canyon, and then down in the Grand Canyon, you can't go down there. You're not allowed down there, and where the river runs through. So I don't know, just a weird idea if it attaches to cave systems, or even they're like, look at, we put some, which I feel like the LiDAR thing, if anyone out there, people should start faking LiDAR, like just use your AI to pick anything and be like, somebody used LiDAR radar, and just get it to look like whatever you want underneath. And then everyone will be like, oh, this is the new thing. Have you seen the thing? And other people will start debating about it, and it'll be like, oh my gosh. Like, this is my little troll head, because I just don't believe, I'm like, everyone all of a sudden just is like, they're just telling us that the pyramids have pedestals under them. Anyway.
Well, speaking on that with pyramids and whatnot, I pulled it up on X, electrotyping bodies. And apparently there's this article from, I don't know what year specifically, but he shares it's from the Chicago Times or Chicago Post or something like that. And it's about how to preserve bodies, I guess through copper. And he asked the questions, do we ever, run these statues through, I guess, machines to see if there's anything inside of these bodies? Because some of these statues are very realistic. So they have this system where you can preserve bodies through or something. There's a whole method, and it explains it how they do it. But then it begs the question, like, did they know this technology, but using different materials such as stone, or grinding it up a certain way, or melting it a certain way, or using electrolysis a certain way that we don't know, or it is probably hidden from us?
I don't know why I can never find Layla on month.
4747?
Making me crazy. There's so many of those, girl. There is way more 47, 47, 47.
Oh God, yeah.
I think I was like,
I
oof.
bet.
Okay, I found it. I feel so relaxed now.
It's very interesting.
The electrotype bodies one.
Mm-hmm. I know they did it with baby shoes, like back in the 70s or 80s, where they like preserved their baby shoes and coating. was the same way.
Bronze, yeah.
Or bronze, yeah.
Oldies,
Mm-hmm.
old people with their old bronze shoes.
Well, why do
Just
they do
kidding.
look
I feel like some of
copper,
our
though?
audience has bronze shoes.
I
Just
have like 2
kidding.
bronze
Us
shoes and they're
teasing
not
the
mine.
shit.
I think they're like my mom's and my sister's.
Sure, Abbie with your little bronze shoes. Sorry. It's getting later. I'm getting sillier. Okay.
I wonder what an X-ray of that statue would reveal.
Bitch, are you whispering?
I'm glad you asked. Electrotyping bodies. The new system of disposing a breast chemist recommends it. The process consists simply in coating the body with the substance which, after proper treatment, leaves all over it a metallic deposit. Then, just as an electrotype plate is treated in the process of its manufacture, the body goes into a bath of sulfate of copper. Electricity is employed, and a fine, hard copper skin is produced all over it. Can be plated with silver, gold, or in any metal desired, and then maybe coated with marble or granite. He is plated and put upon a pedestal. That is all there is of it. And the traveler of the future, that's us, gazing upon the statue of a famous personage of the past will have the satisfaction of knowing that he has before him not merely a marble imitation, but the famous personage himself, with only the change in personal appearance of having a firmer and brighter skin than in real life, and of lacking something perhaps of what might be called vivacity of expression. So they might look dead, but they look like themselves.
Balenciaga.
Whoa.
Traveler sensation in such a case cannot cost much to have a body electrotyped in plain copper, and then, in case of straitened circumstance, the statue can be laid aside until means are available for plating it. So you could do.
So how many statues are actually just like actual dead people?
Remember the whole Balenciaga fucking mannequin situation? And everyone's like, he looks so real. That guy is missing. Yada, yada, yada. The whole Pizzagate and him being at the spirit cooking where people are eating off like these bodies in the photos. Remember those? Yeah.
It's crazy. Because
Has been a lie.
we are at this place where I just feel like there's so much information, and then I still wonder what they kind of scrub from us daily, like in the disappearing internet theory of it all. And I don't know. Sometimes I feel like, who is it of that once the American people, everything they know is like bukkake, then our jobs here is done. It's like, what is it? Who says that, Thomas? Somebody in the CIA. But that's how I feel sometimes. I'm like, I don't even know anymore. I was just looking up Orion because I was like, oh, you know, everybody's like, oh, the pyramids are set to Orion. And I'm like, oh, and I'm like, has it always been Orion? That seems pretty, for all religions just agree that's Orion. So in old Hungary tradition, Orion is known as Archer or Reaper. In recent rediscovery myths, he is called Nimrod, the greatest hunter, father of the twins. So it's like Nimrod in the sky, like Nimrod in the story of it all is like, oof, he's a hunter in a lot of stuff.
This is one of my favorite like pop culture, and speaking of like early cartoons and stuff, but that Nimrod became a name for like a dumb person at a certain point because of Bugs Bunny. because Bugs Bunny would call Elmer Fudd Nimrod, and it was like a sarcastic pun of like, "Oh, you're such a great hunter, right, Nimrod?" But he said it as such a derogatory thing that over time kids are watching Bugs Bunny and they're like, "Oh, Nimrod must mean idiot," or Nimrod because Elmer Fudd's an idiot. And then I
You
think that
Nimrod.
even like
I
Beavis
remember
and
people saying
Butthead,
that.
they would call each other. They'd be like, "Huh, Nimrod," or whatever. So by that point, it really did just mean like an idiot or a dork or something. But Nimrod originally really means like a great hunter, and it was like a mistranslation of young kids not understanding Elmer Fudd was like a sarcastic thing.
I feel like somebody needs to sing something in honor of Nimrod at this moment.
You
Chaney.
can't just sing. It has to just
He has to
come.
tell you what to sing. You
And
know what I
this was
got?
even
Like all of a sudden came to my head.
What?
What do you?
shout out to I don't know, you guys know Doc Brown from Prometheus Lens, but he's got this really great rabbit hole that he can bring you down on Esau and that this was one of these extra I don't know if this is canon in the Bible, but I think it was come from like the book of Asher, and it's talking about how he actually killed Nimrod. When he killed Nimrod, he took like this magical coat that was originally maybe made from the snake skin from the Garden of Eden or something. It goes like super deep, but that when he killed Nimrod and he got this like special coat, that turned him into Bigfoot.
Huh.
Wow.
Wow. Wild.
Have you guys heard about like the 7-headed serpent being a menorah?
What?
So Medusa's like
I just say
Dude.
something like, "Oh shit!"
Seven-headed fire-breathing dragon with the 7 candles. Dude.
That's what David Koresh said too.
Did he?
Yeah, he was all about the number 7 and the 7 seals and breaking down the book of Revelations and tying all of that to Israel, but in a good way.
We're going to flip through some of these real quick. I found the symbolism interesting because it wasn't just in Judaism that I found it. Also, I thought, is it this symbol? Did that one pop up on the screen? No. Let me replace it.
You gotta give it to them, though. Fucking smart.
No, anyone who
gotta
gets
give it to-
control of time. Like if you get to steal everybody's history and kill them, it's like, geez, man. But like even, can you guys see this one?
Mm-hmm.
The Pope has this on scarves. Like this exact thing.
Ain't it a coincidence?
It is pretty crazy.
And
We hear about it.
what does a demon in Japan look like? Them in old folklore?
What? Let me see.
There's actually some really cool like
I know
Asian
they have
demons.
so
in their
many
folklore. They
demons.
got
I'm
some
like,
badass looking ones.
I'll pull up that, but it is going to be a page of. It's going to be a lot going on. Is what's going to be happening. Any specific one, Layla?
Yeah, the Tengu.
How do I spell it?
The Tengu. The first one. The very first one.
Oof.
Do I need to say more?
Here, I've got some cool demons I can show off. if I have to hit like a button or something.
All right, show us your demons.
I'm an idiot.
Are they in your closet?
Here we go. So this is I haven't shown some of these pages. This project I've been working on for so freaking long. It's like 200 pages. But it's called Lee's Demons, about Lee Harvey Oswald. And Lee Harvey Oswald, he actually did travel. A lot of people don't know this. He traveled all over China and Japan, all over the world, really. But he was stationed, he was bouncing around. So the premise is that he was sent out to go and hunt down demons the whole time. So I'm not going to get into the whole backstory, but every one of these different demons is based on a real folklore from like different regions. So I think this one is actually the Aswang. I call it the Aswang.
I like Aswang. That's a good one. Good name.
It's basically a vampire. It's a vampire that would puncture somebody's skin or their neck and then, leave them for dead. And they would like drain the blood out of people. And then there was like these flying versions that kind of look like bats. And then there's also, this is a Japanese one. I don't remember all the names. I've got them written down in the script somewhere, but Japan had like these really gnarly, like big fat demon monster guys. And then they also have these like little sea gnomes. And then there was another Japanese tale about like a geisha that was also a spider that would like a literal black widow.
Yeah.
And there was like a huge skeleton like monster that was the size of a mountain in some of the tales. And then there's just so many. There was like some cool little sea ones that look like big leviathans and stuff.
And they're all like real ones from Japanese folklore, right?
Yeah, every one of these is from some sort. They're not all specifically Japan, but they're all Asia because that's where he was at. So like they got these little like gremlin dudes.
The fat one like really reminded me of like the 28 years later, the crawling zombies. Oh,
that's the big roach alien thing from.
And then I think these ones are actually Europe because he went to Europe as well. So this might have been like Netherlands or something.
It
they have
looks
this big
more
like
never-ending
snail
story.
creature.
His face looks like a horse hoof.
So Lee Harvey Oswald is like Sam or Dean in Supernatural.
The quick pitch is, but he had like a really rough upbringing. So when he was growing up in New Orleans, which is where he grew up, and he ran away one night and he went into a cemetery and he met Papa Doc. And he ends up getting like a mentor that helps him, or Papa Legba, sorry. Papa Legba ends up becoming his mentor, who's this guy that sits between the realms, and he sees that Lee's basically got like the shining, and he teaches Lee how to hunt down demons and capture their hearts and make magic bullets that he's going to need to use to save the world. So, and you can figure out what happens because JFK dies, at the end, but there's like a reason behind it now.
You guys
love
know
it.
the ending.
So there you go. Quick little preview. That's all I got.
That's awesome. And it's a cool whole story. Like it's like Les Wexner's, what is it? His die book or whatever, his die book.
D-book.
Yeah, how he has his own demon that he like met in the Colorado Rockies, I think. I don't know. It's a whole story that he gives like in like some big magazine back when, like Esquire or something, and he talks about it, but I think he talks about it all the time. Or Grimes, Elon Musk's ex, she always talks about Shiangami, which are like similar to the Fallen, where that movie Fallen, where it's like an energy spirit jumps into the next one. Yeah, it's so curious. I'm saying it'll be a couple seconds. Jay, everybody should go, if you don't already, go to Instagram and follow Jay Dreamers. He has this, he always puts out awesome stuff, and it's usually plasma apocalypse stuff, which blows my mind every time I watch any of it. He randomly did a like cereal commercial with Cinnamon Toast Crunch, And it's just very cannibalistic, and everybody should go. He's just like, here's the commercials we grew up on. Here's the Cinnamon Toast Crunch commercials now. And so I won't give it away. You guys should go and follow or find it on Instagram where I did. So it was where I'm like, oh my gosh, we were in a
He's
simpler
so
time.
shadow banned. Like his stuff doesn't pop up on my feed unless like I physically go and search it. I guess his content is like
I hear that
is
from
really, really
so many people constantly about all my content too, where it's like, are you still posting anything? You're like, yeah,
Yeah, I
like 2 or 3
barely see
times
your
a
shit.
week. And it just, even if you're subscribed, you do the bell, you do all the things, they still decide you need to watch something else.
And you can have it. They have so many things, like I know on X, they have this for you that the computer decides what you'll like, and you'll get trapped in that tab instead of it being the people you actually want to follow, that you'll be like, why is all this stuff in my feed? And so you do have to make
Like,
sure.
I'm not even subscribed to Candace Owens, but I guarantee you, she
Same.
is like in my feed nonstop. And like, I'm not going to unfollow other people just because they're following her, but there's no way to not have the algorithm target you. This, to me, this is one of the biggest conspiracies. I guess it doesn't have the same pizzazz as like child eating reptilians and stuff, but that we were sold on this future that if you told the computers like what all your preferences were, then eventually it would like filter out anything you didn't care about, and it would let you opt in to just the things that you do care about. It's like every site you ever sign up to, it's like, oh, select the categories you like, right? Like, it's all a lie. All of that, obviously now, right? It all just goes to marketing, but it's used against you. Like they withhold the stuff that you want, and they're like, oh, do you want this? Well, here's a little paywall, like to get in, and it's always the carrot that you'll never really get, because if you actually give someone access to like just being able to find out things they're interested in, then it's like a business proposition. You can't, like, it's almost like the medical industry. Like they have to keep you hooked on something.
I feel like sometimes you have to give the algorithm what it wants. Like, I know it's so against all the cool kids.
Well, if you're trying to grow from like a growth standpoint, yeah. But I'm
even
saying,
not
like,
even
from an
growth. If you're just
individual
trying, if you're
point.
like, I wrote, like, I do work on so many posts, like real work, a few hours. I'll put out this post. I'm so proud of it. 3 people will see it. And then if I put some bullshit picture of like, this Hillary Clinton isn't even the same Hillary Clinton, I'll get all these views, tons of views, because it's like the algorithm wanted Hillary Clinton the last few days. So give it a little Hillary. It's just different stuff. And then I feel like then other people see my other stuff. But you almost have to, where I'm like, all right, what's going on with Britney Spears? And then you just put up a picture of Britney. It's like, notice anything?
Those drive me crazy, especially when there's nothing to notice. Though you're like,
No, it's
what the fuck am I supposed to be looking for?
My favorite gif is like, please, sir, can you spare some context? Because I'm like, I'm over. Like, I don't know, and I'm not going to pretend I'm cool. I
just
feel
go straight
like
to the comments.
not
Like,
this
what?
many people know. Like, and yeah, I know you go to the comments and people are like, Grok, what does he mean by this?
Like, nobody fucking knows.
It's so
Fucking
funny.
clickbait.
We're all
motherfucker.
Israel striked Iran just
now for
25
real.
minutes ago, yeah.
And
Israel launches strike against Iran, declares state of emergency across country.
Breaking news. Breaking news. Some wag the dog for use. Israel says it launched a preemptive attack against Iran. It launched a preemptive attack. It just started a fight. Preemptive attack. But it's also Israel says. Like, somebody could come out and confirm, like,
is it even real? Is it real? Is real?
I know, like, what's that picture of? Is that Iran? Is that Chicago?
How many years has it been? Well, as soon as As long as I can remember, all I Palestine, Israel, Palestine, Israel, Israel, Palestine. I'm just so over it. Existence. That's all I've heard.
ChatGPT, can you put a smoke cloud into this image?
Yes. I got
Well,
you,
I was just
sister.
gonna say that you could probably pull, if you had this on your phone, you could pull this up and like press down on this image
And it would
and
let
then
me
be
grab
like
this.
create video and then describe what you want the video to have and then just retweet a video of this, and there's a good chance that
Viral.
the news would pick it up and it would be broadcast somewhere.
Oh my gosh, is this something that we do right now? As
You don't, I mean,
students?
like we don't even have to, you don't have to have any special tools. You literally just do it on your I was trying to look it up to see if I could find it. I couldn't find it. You just hold down
You
on
just
it
say, "Hey Grok,
and
make
it's
this a video."
100%. You say, "Hey Grok, turn this into a video," and then have like another explosion go off in the background, and then just repost that.
And
Bam.
put breaking news, havoc in Iran,
Breaking.
and put alerts. I know. I like when I see the real news, because
Well-
everything feels like fake news now. When I see people that are like podcast people, like I like when I see like New York Post and they'll be like, Epstein's plane was found in this thing, and I'm like, circle 2, everyone on X reposting this saying breaking news. Like everybody just finds their own picture and does. I'm like, it's not. There used to be some integrity if you were actually breaking the news.
Did you see
Even if it was
that
fake.
Sam Tripoli put on blast the guy that made the Ghislaine Maxwell video, like the lady that was out on the street, and it's like, hey,
The
is
one
that
that
you,
we
Ghislaine?
showed
Do you
last
like
week?
pizza or whatever? That someone, I don't know if it was Sam that messaged him, but someone messaged him and we're like, hey, was this AI? And the guy was like, yeah, haha, anyone that fell for it deserves to fall for it. It was just AI or something.
Yeah.
And then
Sure.
Sam kind of like put him on blast.
Sure it was AI. Sure. Just blame AI now.
I
That's
mean,
going to be the new thing. And we've called it. Didn't you call it, Chaney? They're going to blame AI for fucking. That wasn't her.
Well, way
That
back
was
when
AI.
Tom
And you
Hanks,
deserve to believe that.
when Tom Hanks, he said he came out with an article that said like some Japanese dental thing is using my image and it's all AI generated. And I'm like, huh. And then Bruce Willis said, I didn't sign over my likeness to a video game. And we were like, what? Like all these little things started happening. But also the guy who did put out the video, he's made a bunch of fake AI videos.
I don't know, man. It's just, here's the only thing why I don't want to like jump on any side. The fact that they shared publicly, the media, a video of her that looked nothing like Ghislaine, to this new video that's supposedly AI with the guy who was next to her that kind of looked like whoever that fucking guy's name is. Me and these names, I can never remember them. But yeah, that's the only reason why I won't jump on any like it's fake or not fake. I'm still Switzerland.
I think she looks fucked up in her picture from jail, like whatever that interview was of whoever they said was Ghislaine. But I also know what a fighter's face looks like after they've been punched in the nose a bunch. And it totally changes a face. It will change, but her face isn't just her nose that's different. So
Yeah.
I don't know. That video, the guy that made it,
Complexion, everything.
it's a whole like, I think part of it, all the release of all the AI to us, all the software was so any videos they could always be like, this is AI. That's not even real.
And so
Those
you
aren't-
don't
those
question, or you
pictures."
question everything you see too. It's just like, it ain't real.
But yeah, I don't know. I don't know. But I saw Sam get really upset too about the what is it?
Well, the point being that it's legitimate because anyone can make a clip. Whether or not that was a real clip, anyone can make those clips without having to sit down and spend like months or time or anything. You can do it in an afternoon, and that's just going to be the new norm. Like you could literally go on Twitter right now, hold long press anything, turn it into a video, and repost it, and that's 30 seconds.
Do you think there should be something on that? This is where it gets so tricky. And this is where I think about memes or about anything, because if you can make a meme that the computer can't see, that's just a still shot of that's eventual movie. So people are like, oh, AI will be able to tell if it's AI or not. It'll just, don't you feel like it'll lie and then
Yeah.
just tell
Yeah.
you, like, all of a sudden we're in this
Well,
world of
I
like,
think it's worse than that. I think what happens is that AI will be able to tell, but that also means that people are going to start trusting it so much that if you legitimately had something that was not AI, but the AI keeps saying it is, then people will be like, well, I mean, if the AI says it is, you know what I mean? And you're in an impossible position where you cannot prove that it's not AI because the AI is saying that it is AI, which is it's like a catch 22. It's like, but I'm saying that the AI is wrong, so therefore it is real. But if you fully believe that the AI can never be wrong, I think that's the
then
problem,
it's
is that
fully
AI
running, man.
it could probably be like 95% right all the time. But man, you are totally fucked if you're in that 5% for some reason.
There is some grown ass people on X, grown, that even the wording that where I'm like, are they gaslighting themselves or do they
100
believe this?
100% I believe they are. I think there's so many people gaslighting themselves right now.
Like, I feel like somebody can just, and there's a whole bunch of people out there, like a whole bunch of grannies or people that consider themselves not technical, that they're like, I don't want a robot. I'm not messing around with a robot. And so other people are like, hey, Grok, tell me, this, and these right words that Grok says this thing. And they're like manipulating this conversation that then all the grannies are like, oh my gosh, that's Walter Cronkite. Grok said it. That's Walter. Because it's like some parts of it, I feel like the youth understands more, but the old people are. It's like once they put it in the printing press, they're like, the paper would never lie.
Right.
And so now that it's online,
reliable
like the
if you
idea
do.
to tell them like the news is lying. No, the news can't lie. Like, so it's just levels of, I don't know where Layla went, everyone.
She's texting to mention where
Yeah.
she went. I don't know.
Oh, okay.
Well, I mean, the same exact thing happened even before AI. We can't even say that it's AI that's changing everything, because when the Ukraine thing, the very first quote unquote invasion of Ukraine, right, in like what 20, I'm gonna look like an idiot because I can't remember the exact date. It was like 2018, 2019 or something. But like when that originally popped off, there was that ghost of Ukraine. It was like this rogue jet fighter that was, going through and doing secret missions, and people would get like clips of them. And they found out that so much of that footage just came from a video game called Arma 3, I think, that someone was just playing a video game and they had this like Ghost of Ukraine footage, and the news picked it up, like all the major news stations, and they were playing it for days and days on end as evidence of this rogue, hero that like had his own fighter jet and was fighting back against the Russians. And once it came out that that was just video game footage and they were all idiots, it just kind of got swept under. Like no one reflected on that, and then didn't change anything. And it was definitely, I mean, maybe it could have been AI too, but it was 100% a video game.
The amount of people too that get worked up into a tizzy about things that are not the thing, or it's not real. That's why I have to step back almost from everything I see now, and I'm just like, is this real? What's going on? Like, who's behind this? Who owns what? Who has something to gain? Even like somebody could have Tourette's. I'm like, they're gonna release a vaccine. They're about to release,
Yeah.
or I'm like, Tourette's is a side effect from COVID. That'll be what gets us in trouble.
Yeah.
I'll get that. Oh shit. Do you guys have anything else going on this week in the
No.
world, or that you want to chat about?
No, my brain is like offline.
Fried. And you don't even smoke pot, little goody goody.
No, but
I'm ramping up for the Chaos Twins release. I mean, I'm trying to do this one the best possible way. I'm gonna get like all the different posts and promotions and everything that needs to go on social media, like pre-written, all the images like
Smart.
just make sure that it is 100% consistent, new post every day, all that, ahead of time, because otherwise it just doesn't have. It's like so hard to get these things perfect. And I reached out to Kickstarter. This is like inside baseball, if anyone cares, but I'm just talking to you guys, kind of. So I reached out to Kickstarter last year. They reached out to me and they were like, "Hey, we saw that you're announcing Chaos Twins 2. Would you like to do it on Kickstarter platform instead of the Indiegogo platform?" And I was talking. It was like the head of the comic outreach division, or whatever. And I think that was because I popped on the radar since the Donut comic, the Illuminati comic we did so well. It was like one of the top performers of that entire year. So they reached out to me and they were like, "Hey, we saw you got this other book coming out, but it's on this other platform. How would you guys like to bring it on the Kickstarter?" And I think I'm like all in for that. But I reached back out, and the guy that I was talking to just a few months ago, I guess, left the company because it's freaking tech, and the tech's just firing everyone. And I reached out to the new head. I haven't heard back from the new head, so it might still go back to Indiegogo. That's the biggest thing right now. I got to figure out if it's going to be all in on Kickstarter or all in on Indiegogo, and it could literally be the difference between raising 50 grand or raising 100 grand, between those two platforms. So that's the biggest holdup. But as soon as I figure out exactly what platform it's going on, the campaign will launch like 30 days from that date. So ASAP.
Will it be all new stickers, all new?
Yeah, it's going to be all new everything. And then there's going to be tiers where if you didn't get in on the first issue and you didn't get a chance to get like the signed copy, there's not going to be a signed issue 2. There was only going to be a issue 1 that's signed, and once we're out of them, we're out of them, because it's impossible to it was a miracle we got Sam to sit down and just sign copies for like an entire night, basically. So I don't think that's going to happen again easily. So the issue 2, and we're going to do some embroidered patches. We're going to make a cool little challenge coin that's got Sam on it. It's going to be like a Sam Tripoli challenge coin and stuff. So there's like a whole bunch of other cool things. And then if you missed out on issue 1, there'll be some bundles where you can get all of issue 1 stuff plus all of issue 2 stuff.
If you wanted to, because it's not that hard to get on an airplane and have a bunch of boxes and we'll just travel with it and check them and shit, I would go with you and help you get it signed if you wanted to do it, and just take a little weekend adventure to wherever Sam's club, wherever he's performing.
Oh,
I don't know. I'm thinking out loud, not to be boring about it, but like the margin on these comics is so razor thin already. It's basically like a marketing thing more than it's a sales thing. You know what I mean? So even if you spend an extra grand, which we're talking more than a grand for like the trip and like everything involved in that, it just it doesn't pay for itself at any point. Even if this thing raises 50 grand, it's still barely kind of
because it's not you can do tiers though, right? You could do like a yacht club.
Oh yeah, no. So and we're trying to figure that out, because the last time people got upset because there was it was so hard, because once we're making a comic book, right? You print it on paper. Maybe we got some stickers and patches and even like a fancy little metal coin and stuff. But once you get into a tier where it's like, well, what if someone wants to essentially donate or back like over $1,000? Like, what do we have to offer for $1,000? Like, I'm not going to send you like 40 pounds worth of books or anything. Like, that's not what the expectation, because there's certain people that just want to 100% support something at like this whole next level. So the idea for the first issue, Sam was like, well, hell, I mean, if they're super fans, like, I'm happy to have a conversation, bring them on the show, whatever. Like that's the best thing that I think that I can offer, without like inviting them to my house or like maybe meeting someone in person and like murder me or something. But let's do a podcast, right? So we had this $1,500 tier, do a podcast with Sam Tripoli. And then you have people coming out of the woodwork like, oh, this pay to play, like insider. You gotta, if you want to do a show with Sam, I guess you got to spend $1,500. Like, people were upset about that concept. So trying to like rethink what it is. So now I think these upper tiers are going to be, if you're like a super backer, if you want to drop like 1,500 because, you're a Bitcoin billionaire or something and you just want to support it, then you'll get like a permanent credit in every Chaos Twins anything that comes out. So like a producer credit in the back of all the books, and if there's like a game or if there's an animation, like you'll just secure permanent credit, and then there'll be like a baller tier even on top of that that gets you a credit in every Paranoid American anything that comes out, which we're talking like hundreds of titles and games and everything. So that's the best idea that we've come up with so far, because what else can you really offer someone that really wants to back you with like $500 or $1,500 or $5,000?
I know it, because you're not like you're not trying to be like, I want to retire off this. It's not the goal.
Dude, when me and Donut did the Illuminati comic, and it was one of the top comic sales. Like the only ones that beat it were making like 500,000, maybe $1 million or something. But there was like 2 or 3 of those. So we're in the top 10 of all the money raisers. And I think it raised like 60 grand. And people are like, oh man, you guys raised $60,000 in a month.
What are you gonna go buy a Lamborghini?
Yeah, like and realistically, after all the like after everything was said and done, me and Donut did the math, and it was funny because if we had just literally, this is not exaggeration, if we had just gone and got part-time jobs at Taco Bell, and just worked a part-time job at Taco Bell for the same 6 months that we worked on the pre-campaign and the 3 months of active campaign, like that whole entire thing. Not even to mention after it happened and doing all the shipping and all that stuff, like we would have made double the amount of money working part-time shifts at Taco Bell than had we done this big comic thing. So like, even though on the surface it's like, oh my God, 1,000 people backed this, and it raised like almost $100,000. That's essentially not how it really pans out.
I know it. People never see the back end of it, or even how, like, the percentage you lose at the start, and then the tax man. We don't need to talk about it. Like the amount in between shipping and handling, the amount the actual comic costs. It's like, oh my gosh.
The shipping and hand. I mean, I know the numbers off the top of my head. So on raising 60,000, Kickstarter and Stripe and all the other payment stuff, they take out like close to 8,000 out of that. The shipping was around like 14,000. The taxes were around 16,000. The production of everything and the printing was around like 8,000. So like it chipped away to the point where it paid for Donut to come to Florida, and it paid for us to go to Disney and like have like a great like week and get a bunch of content and hang out and like do all the shipping, and then it also paid for like a surgery for his cat or something. So like it was a success overall. But again, if we had just never done that and just got part-time jobs at any fast food restaurant, we would have made like double the amount of money.
Well, and the other thing is you were saying like it's in the top 15 things.
Better than that. It was literally in the top 10, maybe even better than that.
Top 10 things.
As an example, Charlemagne the God, right? Like the top hip hop radio sort of like personality. At the month before we launched our Illuminati comic, he launched an Illuminati comic, and we like more than double raised him, and he had an entire campaign. He had like a Rolling Stone article.
He talked about it on Andrew Schultz.
He talked it on all. Yeah, he talked about it all over the place, and we more than doubled his raise, which is significant in the tiny little niche of like Kickstarter comic indie world.
One more quick thing. I was looking at my occult calendar, which you guys can get at paranoidamerican.com, and I was like, holy shit, is it really leap year this year? And it totally is. Leap day on the 29th. Is that real?
The coolest part about these calendars, which by the way, after that particular version's gone, that one's gone forever. We're never making any new versions of this, or we're not making reprints of this one, but Donut and I are working on a new version that's like slightly different from the original one, so you can collect all of them essentially.
Wait, 2028 is the next leap year.
And these are perpetual calendars.
Yeah, that's why I'm just like so confused.
Really pushing for the perpetual calendar idea, because you can use it.
You made me. I was just like, what? It's fucking leap year? I did not know that. And so I just told some people might have just gotten off and they're like, oh my gosh, it's leap year this year. I got to celebrate. No, it's not really. But yeah, perpetual calendar is a better idea because then you can use it every single year.
Yeah, it's accurate for every single year. So if it's a leap year, that's the day that leap year is on.
And you can fill in the dates at the top if you want to and put little notes at the bottom. I love it. I love it. I have it right here. Do you guys have anything plugging this week? I know we Illuminati comics, or we Chaos Twins.
Chaos Twins, yeah. Go in and pre-sign up, or just know that it's coming. Hype, we're building up the hype for it. Because the real thing to make these campaigns successful is that everyone signs up ahead of time. And that tickles like the pre-algorithm. That's like the foreplay for the algorithm. And then like when the main event happens, when you're actually like, all right, here it is, we're dropping. The next metric is how fast do you get to 100% of your goal? Because if you can get to 100% of your goal within the first 60 seconds, that's a whole different tickle in the algorithm versus it took you like half a day or something. So ideally you've got, 50, 100, 200 people waiting for it to drop. And then as soon as it drops, it's like back this project, fill it all out. And then, that's the goal. That's like the ultimate metric, because then you can make the big banner on Kickstarter that says 100% funded in less than 60 seconds or whatever the metric, in less than a minute, in less than an hour, because that's what they use to determine if they're going to show this to more normies.
And you've done this now so many times, like the amount of experience of that alone, of like doing this and knowing that, like, okay, I know what I did wrong this campaign, or I've tightened this on this campaign. Like,
and also just the possibility. Like I've seen other comics that came out of nowhere literally make $1 million. And again, it's like it's not like you automatically are a millionaire, right? Like you have to send all of that product out, but that's legitimately enough to, not have to do anything else. Like now you can just focus on doing this one thing.
Then that's when you're like, and then we're going to make it an animation.
Hell yeah.
I know Sam is really, the whole premise of Chaos Twins is to get it so popular that it raises enough to make an animation like that. I know that's 100% Sam's ultimate goal is this is like an animated series that could be pitched to networks. And but you gotta start somewhere, right? You gotta have like the entire universe built out, artwork, concept art. So a comic book is really in my opinion, it's like this perfect segue that if you don't have, let's turn it into an animation right away money, which is legitimately expensive, then you can always start with a comic book, and it's a natural progression, because then you can hand a comic book to an animation team and be like, animate this, and then they can give you like the animatics, and it lets you leapfrog over this whole other like 2 to 3 exploratory year period that normally is going to just like bankrupt most people if they don't know what they're doing.
Yeah, that's what I hope one day with Brill Housewives. Because I think the animation of it all is then you get quippy and fill in all the things from this slide to this slide. Then it gives you all the like noises, and I don't know. It becomes rich.
I really think AI is going to open up some avenues here where now, because really it's like you're not going to hire a US or a Western animation team for a lot of this stuff. A lot of it goes overseas, and you're kind of paying, but mostly it's like Philippines. I think there's a few different places. Bulgaria, I think, is one. But like there's very specific pockets of people that are willing to do animation for very, very cheap. But with AI coming, it's going to get so much cheaper than even them, to where even if you were to hire them, they're probably using AI. So it's like you're not going to be able to get away from it. So I think at a certain point that the whole AI slop and the criticism over AI is going to go away, and then it's going to open it up for anyone to just make anything that they want. And then it's going to be who's got the best idea. It's not going to be who can afford to hire a team of people for 6 months to make, like 5 to 10, 11-minute episodes of something. Like you'll be able to do that in a weekend. You'll be able to make like your own pilot in a weekend with no budget, or maybe like $20 a month kind of budget.
I know almost any show's possible. Abbie, did you end up doing your show this week?
I did, yes. I recorded an episode of the Perceiver podcast with Joel
Your
Schaefer.
show is like the Artemis mission.
It was.
That's
It was
what
like, it
like,
just
this
wasn't
isn't
meant to
happening.
happen until it happened, but it
Was
was
it fun?
good. It was.
Mercury had to be in Gatorade first.
I guess so. It'll air soon. I'm not exactly sure when, but I'll be sharing the links everywhere. So
Make sure you're following everyone that's been here tonight. And Layla sends her love to you guys. She had to go, but she loves you dearly. And we love you so much. And we hope you have a fantastic weekend, that it's not leap year. So don't set your clocks back.
I was gonna say, I just looked at the calendar today, and I don't think that
I
it
know,
is
I
leap
saw
year.
you. I wouldn't even have looked into it, but I could tell you were puzzled. And I'm like, Abbie exists in
Because
the real
I
world where there's
update,
calendars.
yeah, and I
don't.
update like this school website, every month. So I was like, wait a second, I don't remember seeing that.
So we love you guys so much. We'll talk to you. Oh, the blood moon's coming up. 3/3 blood moon, and it happens at 3:33. Which is so silly.
It happens at 3:33.
I think so. I'm
Shut
almost
up.
positive it happens at 3:33.
That's such
I
a
can look it
lie.
up. Let's just look it up. Blood moon on the way out. Breaking. A residence in Tehran was destroyed. What was I looking up again?
The blood moon eclipse.
The blood moon. I opened up my X and it was an explosion and it totally threw off my. Oh, look it. I like when it's like a numerology or something too, and not like one of us weirdos making up stuff. So it says the lunar eclipse blood moon next week on March 3rd peaks at 3/3 at 3:33 a.m. It'll be highly charged 3/3 portal. It's always portals. People are going to shit their pants when they see a real portal.
Right?
It's the Lionsgate portal. It's 3/3 portal. Anyways, I don't know naked numerology, so that was a free plug for her. Anyways, I love you guys. We'll see you very, very soon. Bye bye.
Can you save us, Britney Spears? Can we be saved? God, why is Satan controlling the universe?
Here comes Santa. Here comes the world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracies, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys. The world we used to think we knew is constantly exposing woo. Our possibilities come true. So what we do is call out to the good guys, good guys. Witches, widows, MAGA, mystics, entertaining cunning linguists, good guys. The forum of the quorum needs a secretive society to advance our philosophies intentionally, magically, good guys. Conspiracy, sex, culture, making it's okay to change your thinking, good guys. Good guys, good guys, good guys.
You want the bamba? You want to cheer with the big boys? Some of the most kitty with the herb to cut the other map and the drug cup. Here. Let me see how the thing goes.
Buckle up for a wild ride through time where Donald Trump, a DeLorean, and some eerie coincidences collide. First, meet Ingersoll Lockwood, a 19th century author who penned Baron Trump's marvelous underground journey in 1893. His hero, Wilhelm Heinrich Sebastian von Trump, aka Baron Trump, a kid from Castle Trump on Fifth Avenue, New York, mentored by a guy named Don. But hold on to your flux capacitor. In Back to the Future Part 2, Biff Tannen becomes a rich, brash tycoon in an alternate 1985, running a garish casino empire. Biff's wealth, swagger, and even his combed-back hair scream Trump vibes. Biff's casino, inspired by Trump's own Taj Mahal in Atlantic City. Now enter Nikola Tesla, the genius who inspired Doc Brown's flux capacitor. Tesla was obsessed with energy and some say time travel. When he died in 1943, the FBI grabbed his papers, and who did they call to review them? John G. Trump, Donald's uncle and an MIT brainiac. Did John find Tesla's time travel blueprints and pass them to his nephew?
So, is Donald Trump a time-traveling tycoon channeling Tesla's genius? Or are we...
You're still here? It's over.